Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, Bring It Don. I'm actually going to apply some buffs before we get started. Let's see where they at. There we go.
I'll take care of it.
Potion of heroism on him. Mage armor on him as well. Cat's Grace on both him and Ekandayo. And you know what? And on the dog. And mage armor on the dog. Why not?
Anything is possible.
Let's go all out. Some of other buffs have run their course for the most part. Alright. Look, this is the ruin of the Langbuk clan. Their whole clan must have perished many years ago. Now we know the place where their path ended. Like Grotus wrapped them up in his eternal emptiness. Harem reaches his hand forwards as if trying to touch the rune, but at the last moment he jerks his fingers away. Where their path ended? I don't see a mountain of skulls below this rune. Some historians have lost their diplomas for such rash conclusions and sweeping generalizations. Do you know anything about this clan? Harem nods with dignity, pulling his beard again. Dwarves have long, long lives. When my father was still young, he saw the Langbuk's exodus from Five Kings Mountains. They're heading to the north. The whole city had gathered then to wave goodbye to them. No one ever saw them again. Now I know what horrible fate befell their poor souls, over their poor souls. I mean, for all we know, the dwarves just left. We can't be so sure about their deaths. Harem sighs with sadness. We know they had left, and we know they have never returned to the Dwarven Kingdom in the south. So what do you imagine could happen to them? Harem shakes his head resignedly, his beard making a slight rustling sound while moving over his chest. No, Don Victus. All your hopes are empty. As there are any hopes in the world, I must add. Why does this rune shine? Dwarves like to mark the walls of their fortresses and caves. They use their clan rune for this purpose. Usually they enchant this rune to spread light, so the dwarves can proudly observe it even in the total darkness. Harem examines the rune one more time. Where is all your pride now, O Langbuk clan? As far as I have heard, there is a big dwarven clan, the Langbuk, somewhere in Druma. I guess they own some sort of trade caravan business. They even own a store and rest off, supposedly. So they didn't perish yet after all. What a shame. Harem lets out a discontented sigh. Anyway, every living creature is bound to die, he claims, but without too much certainty. Yeah, so sad. Let's go.
In due time.
So we poked yet another hole into his beliefs.
What troubles you?
Can he use...
I'm thinking.
He might be able to use a wand of fireball. I should probably heal everybody up a little bit as well. Well, enjoy your two hit points.
I'm positive I found something.
And Lindsay was called
No,
for.
just quick save. There we go.
Applause, please.
I believe this door is locked. I'm gonna quick save before trying to open it.
Take a look. Anything else? Applause, please.
No experience for that. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Maybe it just connects back to where we came from. So it's not the end of the world regardless.
What do we have here?
I wrote it like I saw it.
Oh, just a regular troll, not a
Applause,
branded
please.
one.
My skills are getting rusty.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Eat fireball, losers. Alright, hold on. That guy in the back has got to go.
Taste my fury. Primitives.
Alright, my guy's down. That's not great. Yeah, that guy could have potentially killed my main character. So he had to go. Had to go when he did. I'm just gonna take all here. We're gonna swap out Canera for Kalika.
Do tell.
Big ol' heal. And actually, she's gonna do that for the dog as well, because the dog has... Yeah, 6 out of 69.
What's taking so long?
Oh, that should do. Alright, so if I remember correctly, this is a room full of spiders. So let's
You require my assistance?
shoot another fireball in there.
Interesting.
Alright, maybe I should pull back. I had the glitter dust so that they, Nope, you guys need to chill out for a second. While these guys take care of this guy.
Could this happen?
Alright, he's taking some damage, he's okay. Alright. Good stuff. What was he casting? Bone Shaker, okay.
Just letting the ink dry. Anything
Your
else?
life ebbs low.
Remove paralysis. And another Dwarven key. Bunch of treasure.
Applause, please.
Chainmail. +2.
I'm there.
Well, sorry, was lost in thought.
Actually, Sonic might not be a bad idea here either. Because of all the kobold boomsayers. Because that's Sonic damage. Yeah, let's go in here. Kobold Teacher. A kobold shaman, clad in long flowing robes, swaggers back and forth before the gathered trolls and kobolds. His posture is proud, strict, and imbued with dignity. Borba words, listen closely, and speak after. Speak, the kobold student echoes shrilly, then snorts in what might be a laugh. The shaman stares at the student for a while, hissing wordlessly, then turns to the others. Golb, eat. Golb, eat. Eats. Borba, meat. Meats. Borba, meat. The shaman turns and sees you. His eyes go wide and he points his finger at you. Der Borba, kill meats. Kill meat.
Then our leader
But
charged
why?
forwards. Hey, wait for me.
We should be, friends.
Take with Dead. A mere flesh wound.
And there with 1 health. Keep it up, guys. Hey, I need to get in here.
Serves you right.
Cannot hide from me.
Alright. Just hanging in there. Now, for some reason, the trolls haven't broken this piece of dwarven art.
I'm positive I found something.
Search was not in vain.
Anything is possible. Applause, please.
Inspired wisdom.
Be on guard.
And he doesn't have a helmet, so this will allow him to actually cast more spells. Or cast level 2 spells to begin with. Sense Vitals is really good.
I do what I must.
Alright, so as you see here, this is the puzzle associated with the puzzle that's upstairs. Or the solution to the puzzle upstairs. Now, I have heard that there's multiple solutions to the puzzle, to the sun and moon discs. But if you how do I want to phrase this? So the secret door that was beside the kobold next to the painting, supposedly, if you don't have a high enough perception check and you don't find that hidden door beside the painting kobold, if you put in a certain solution, it'll open up that door. Same with this one over here. I think. It's only hearsay, but I believe that's the case.
I'm off.
The trolls have not been kind to these strange statues. Their purpose remains unknown. Or does it? So fish for moon, lightning bolt, or a Z for sun. We're actually going to take care of that real quick because it doesn't take too long.
Adventures call to them.
I have to have Lindsay take care of this trap.
Applause, please.
I'm there.
Okay. Let's run back here.
It's time to act.
Yeah, I think one of the Commandant's journal entries actually talks about the one of the solutions to the puzzle that I was talking about. I think it's the second part of the journal, not the first part. All right, so this is the sun side. Needs to go to the lightning bolt, which is right there. Wait, hold on. Is that one already on the fish? 'Cause if so, I can... It's already on the fish. I can just go back. Yeah, because I got 2 clicks for spinning it. No, mind, I spun it twice. That's why I got 2 clicks. Never mind. Yeah, it should be unlocked now. Sadly, armor won't be as good for me this playthrough as it was last playthrough. Because it's, well, anyone with heavy armor can wear it, but it's particularly good for paladins.
In due time.
And a bunch of money. So, Blessed Path. The gorgeous armor seems to be glowing softly. The shiny metal is cold to the touch. This +2 full plate can only be equipped by good characters. It grants its wearer a +2 enhancement bonus to wisdom and charisma, and a +4 sacred bonus on saving throws against compulsion effects and poisons. Equipped by a paladin, it also gives her the ability to use Smite Evil 2 more times per day. Super good armor for a paladin. Anyone who's good can equip it as well, but I think all the people in your party that can use heavy armor by default... Yeah, he's chaotic neutral, and Valerie is lawful neutral. So neither one of them can use it.
Taste my fury.
Their life ends here.
You deserved it.
I'm there.
I don't like surprises.
What troubles you? Applause, please. Anything else?
So this takes us back up on the other side where the moon disc was.
What do we have here?
And we don't need to go back up there right now.
I must.
I'm gonna keep quick saving, make sure I don't get locked out of any of these chests.
Applause, please.
Alright, so another heavy mace, and there's another piece of the soot set. Shock Frost heavy mace +1, better than what he's currently using. Alright, so you need a key to get right there. Might need a key for this door as well. Yeah. You get the key from the, one of the bosses. Now, it's possible we should rest. Well, it's probably advisable we should rest first.
The end draws near.
Got a couple of ideas, though. Let's, we're not quite to the boss.
Patience.
Regardless, I'm gonna heal up some of my characters real quick. Alright. I think we have one more big room to go through before we reach the boss chamber.
What a waste.
Testing my abilities.
More quick saving, of course, because anything could go wrong at any second. Alright. Whoa, whoa, you, kobold. This troll's loot. Two huge trolls overhang the group of kobolds. They are pressing their huge fists against their hips and seem irritated. The kobolds, however, don't seem to be in any way disturbed by the threat the trolls radiate. They rummage busily through the pile of stuff littering the stone floor. Looks like this is the stockpile the trolls had brought back from their recent raids to the neighboring villages. Among the stockpiled stuff you can see some filthy rags, a broken table, a door which had been torn off the hinges, and a massive oak bureau. Tartuk spoils allows. Lows. Hargulka see loot first, share later. Trollbolds rule. Kobold looks in the troll's eyes emotionlessly for several seconds, then turns away, having lost the interest in this conversation. For a moment it seems that the troll will hit Kobold and smash him with a single blow of his huge fist. But the seconds pass, and the troll still stands motionlessly over kobolds, who seem to ignore him completely. Hargulka will know. Hargulka and Tartuk punish you. Me tell him, the troll announces at last, stomping his feet indignantly. It's hard to say if Kobold understands the meaning of these claims, but all the enraged trolls shouting has absolutely no effect on him. Having the bureau opened, a kobold fishes out a long black whip, raises it above his head, and hisses triumphantly.
Any last wishes?
This is going to hurt.
Will they ever learn?
This is where I step in.
Let's look out for more boomsayers, because they're pretty annoying.
Nowhere to run.
Alright, good job, everybody. Good job indeed. Alright, so this black whip. This is the thing that Bartholomew Delgado wanted us to get for him. The whip with the bone handle. A black leather whip with an engraved handle. It is surprisingly light and easy to hold. There's something sinister about it. You acquired this item or explore. Oh, never mind. That's not unique dialogue. Yeah, so that's the wizard's whip. And if you have Octavia with you, and Reg, I believe, you get unique dialogue about the whip. Because they want to keep it. This troll treasure reminds you of a city dump. Broken tables, smashed cupboards, doors ripped from their hinges, all taken from raids on human villages. But last time I destroyed the whip, because Bartholomew had died and I was a lawful good paladin. I think it's a lawful good option to destroy the whip, and the conversation option with Octavia and Reg. Who want to keep it, by the way. Commandant's Journal, second half. Alright, we're going to read that. This tome has no beginning, and most pages are missing. Its high-quality parchment is stained so thickly you can barely read it. What's that shadow on the floor? Y'all see that? That was weird. Okay. Let me pause the game real quick, so my buffs aren't ticking down for no reason. Rosslyn is in flames. The barbarians brought some dragons along. Instead of traders, there are crowds of hungry, tattered, wounded refugees moving along the Shield Road. Thanks to us, they can at least be safe from the bandits, but it can't go on like this any longer. All three clans are utter bankrupts now. We're still here only because no one wants to lose face and leave first. News arrives from the Silver Shield Fortress. Warberdashes are leaving. Everyone curses them, but I'm secretly grateful. They've covered themselves in shame, but let the others keep face. Some try to look bold and claim Skaggies and Langbucks will manage without them. But everyone knows this is just empty bravado. This is the end of the Shield Road. We're gathering our possessions and get ready to seal the fortress. For a long, long time, for centuries or even millennia. Until the day our descendants will come back here to claim what belongs to them. We must leave a lot behind. Well, at least we can properly use all these secret rooms. It's especially sad to leave the Searing Palm. There's no second furnace like this in the whole River Kingdoms. It wouldn't be a shame to offer Torag himself to work with it. Wouldn't be a shame to offer Torag himself. Okay. So many enchanted arrows, swords, axes we have created in this furnace. So many trolls were eliminated by that enchanted burning steel. Alas, we can't take the furnace with us. We can only hope some trespassers won't find this fortress, and even if they do, they won't be able to get inside. We'll also have to leave behind the treasure hidden in the place near the watchtower. It can only be opened by representatives of all three clans together, when they unite their keys. The Warberdashes took theirs with them when they left. Well, they had every right to do it. The last secret room was sealed by Old Ols, master of complex mechanisms. He didn't even tell me how this machinery works, just smirked like a madman and mumbled something about the sun that meets the guests of the keep, and the moon that faces the sky furnace. Yeah, so this is the one I think that's for the secret door next to the painting kobold. Now, I'm not sure about all the keys. Wait, let's see. We're leaving the fortress, which had been guarded by 3 generations of our ancestors for 300 years. We're walking back the road paved by our great-grandfathers, the road we dedicated our lives to. The Shield Road has become the road of shame to us. Now everyone's succumbed to disgrace. The few desperados called themselves the Last Shields and took an oath to defend the road until their last breath. They are the ones who harbor the very spirit of the dwarves King Talric had strived to restore. Those are the best among us. Too bad they will have to die alone in the wilderness. Young Wark is one of them. He declined blank to leave his post at the watchtower. I left Langbuck's key to him. We hardly have anyone more worthy to keep it. Old Galgan Skeggy stays with him, claiming he would better die as an old stubbornhead than as a coward. I have nothing to answer to this. We've let our king and our ancestors down. Farewell, Bronze-Shield Fortress. Sleep well, and dream of the day the dwarves will return. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the ruined watchtower. That's what the 3 keys are for. We already did that. It's the 3 cogs. We've already found those and dealt with that.
Fine use of my talents.
Lots of troll hounds. Okay. We'll be alright.
I aim true.
Oh, wow. Got taken out by just a branded troll. Did my mage armor? I also have a mage armor and everything. Can't believe he's able to take me down like
The
that.
hard way. I still want out.
I grant you death. Cannot hide from me.
Alright, we're in pretty rough shape. I'm probably going to rest before we continue. Let's do that actually right now. Can't cook here, so I may as well put him on camouflage duty. And alright, and begin resting.
Castle Adori is an amazing creature. I talked to him the other day. I was surprised to discover that we had so much in common.
Well, at least someone enjoys the company of that buttoned-up sword lord. I also tried talking to him not long ago, but fell asleep after the third Aldore, Aldore, Aldore!
Alright, and we're safe.
What troubles you?
I meant to put that on there. Oh well. We'll do a couple of blurs.
Was lost in thought.
Oh, that doesn't last very long. You should wait to cast that till you're actually in It's fine. Yeah, we're going a little buff crazy.
If I hear
Excuse me,
one
buff
more
crazy here.
Horns joke, I'll endure it.
But it's worth it. Very much worth it. Alright. We should be all set now.
My search was not in vain.
Adventures call to them. Anything else? I see something. And Lindsay was called forth. Applause, please.
In due time.
Who will prevail? Does it
My masterpiece! Nowhere to run.
Alright, nothing to it. The King's Last Guard. Alright.
Baldur! You managed to get here. Good. Now Hargulka will tear you apart with his own hands.
Hargulka turns from the anvil, and on his chest is a brightly glowing brand mark.
Stop, courageous and strong Hargulka. I wish to ask.
Tartuk puts aside the iron rod he just used to finish branding the troll.
Say me, why are you slaying us? What did we to you? Why take troll and kobold lives in their own home?
Yeah, you attacked my barony, and I protect my subjects.
Orba kills because trolls and kobolds are unlike him. That's what all Orba do.
Hargulka takes a deep breath, his chest rattling, then spits on the floor.
Trolls and kobolds cannot establish a kingdom while humans kill them.
Death! Del Orba!
Hargulka pounds his club on the stone floor.
Death!
Fire burns in the kobold's eyes, bright within his horse skull helmet. Alright, this isn't how I wanted things to go down, but
Serves you right.
True.
alright, so let's get this going. Firstly. Then we're gonna try and dispel on him, and then we'll get haste going. Are we hasted yet? Yes, and then what I want to do, attempt to restrain him.
No strike wasted.
Taste my fury.
Alright, try to restrain him. Alright, he's being held in place, so it's easy peasy. Thank you, crowd control. After Hargulka's death, the kobold spells weaken, as though he's lost his concentration. His attacks stop, and he simply defends himself. Finally, he drops his hands in the middle of casting a spell, letting it dissipate.
Useless, senseless. You are victorious. I surrender.
He's breathing so heavily that it's hard to make out his coarse hisses. Oh, is it because I'm down? That I can't intimidate? I'm asking you for the last time. Who are you? I remember well the gnome Tartuccio, who assumed the appearance of the kobold Tartuk. And I remember clearly how I killed him.
This is strange. I remember and I don't remember. My head is a hall of doors, and almost all are closed. Sometimes I remember something, but then emptiness. Listen, I know who I was and how I died. Then something happened. Power. A great power. It brought me back to life, but not the way I was before.
I like that. I like how it actually changes between the two voices, because it says Tartuk Tartuccio's speech changes as if two creatures are speaking at once. And actually, each sentence goes back and forth.
My return was not a gift, but a curse. I became the one I pretended to be. Kobold Tartuk, not gnome Tartuccio. And I started to forget who I was, how I lived. Sometimes I have pictures in my head. I thought they were visions, until I met you, my executioner. But I must say, I don't know who did this to me. I don't know what will happen. But I was happy. Tartuccio called everyone fools, because he knew he was one too. A funny, luckless fellow. But as Tartuk, I was different. I became a leader. I commanded respect. I created Trobold to show everyone what I can do. I can change the world, do something important. But now it is over. You will not spare me.
So I'm all about actually sparing the kobolds, because they actually seem like they want peace. They don't want to attack human settlements. Where Hargulka, I mean, he was attacking human settlements, I think, in secret behind Tartuk's back, but using Tartuk for obviously the branding, so they were resistant to fire. But yeah, what about your spy mission for Patax?
Patax, strong country, ravenous king. He wants more power. Yes, I remember. I served him. The king said there's some ancient artifact in the stolen lands. Find it and send to me. And I did. I found it in the Sycamore Hall and sent it to the king. Then fought against you and died.
You weren't too eager to show mercy to us. Why should I show mercy to you? Tartuk squats tiredly and looks morose. The rugs that serve him for clothes are tattered. Through the holes you can see bleeding scratches on his purple hide. At the moment, Tartuk looks like a severely beaten dog, his masters having banished him from the coziness of home out into the pouring rain.
Kobolds didn't wish war. I didn't wish war. It's all Troll's fault. I sought to suppress their wish to kill humans, but they wouldn't listen.
He shakes his head and his horse skull helmet shifts askew. Tartuk slowly sets it right, then throws a glance toward Hargulka's remains. You can't just blame the trolls. You're the one who branded them, convinced them of their false immortality.
I don't accuse anyone. It was me who found this place, rekindled this ancient forge, sensed its magic. I started to brand trolls to shield them from fire. It was my mistake as much as trolls.
He glares defiantly at you.
Don't forget, you also tried to steal my cart, arsehole! Damn it! Even his hiss is contagious.
Jublas spits on the ground.
I wasn't trying to assault. I just asked you to give us some clothes. We shouldn't attack.
Tartuk bares his teeth, and his anger subsides.
Let's cut his head off and call it a day. Attempting assaults on famous cartographers should be punished severely.
Jublas turns to you. Why did kobolds join forces with trolls in the first place?
You cannot understand. Kobolds are small. Everyone tries to banish them, strike them, slay them. No one respects them. Same things I suffered in the past. I just wanted respect for kobolds. Trolls were listening to kobolds. For the first time since the dawn of this world, kobolds were treated with respect.
The kobold falls silent and stares at dead Hargulka for a moment.
You wouldn't understand.
Tartuk casts his eyes down and whispers. So what would you do if I let you go?
You would release me. I shall go away, a long distance away, so no one could find me. Away from trolls, from humans, from kobolds.
So if you're chaotic, you can actually vassalize him, and he'll start. I think he continues to run Trollbold here, and he'll actually become a companion towards the end of the game. You can use him in the final dungeon.
I sought to establish the kobolds' kingdom. I wished a place in this world for kobolds. Wish them to be accepted. Some home. But I've lost. I brought my people to death.
He sighs, just like a human would.
You know what? You tried to make your tribe happy by ravaging and torturing all your neighbors. Chief Sootscale is a worthy example. He made an alliance with our Baron, and he's living the high life with all his kobolds.
Oh, no voice acting. We tieflings are despised outcasts in the most parts of the civilized world. Maybe it's just my scarred heart speaking, but I believe Tartuk and his kobolds deserve another chance. Let them live.
I just don't know. I think it'd be best to kill him, but he seems to be earnest. I could perhaps settle for written apologies. Though I doubt this bastard is literate.
Chupala sniffs with
Let him
contempt.
go if you want, then.
Oh.
Let him get lost. I never want to see this wretch again.
Chupala sniffs with contempt and waves his hand in the general direction of the kobold. Alright, leave now. I don't want to see if you had chaotic, you could vassalize him. Leave now, and I don't want to see you again, in this life or the next.
You release me? Not a trick. You release me. I shall leave as promised. No one will hear anything about Tartuk the kobold anymore. I wish to be forsaken. I have no desire to become a reason of so many deaths anymore. Not of kobolds, not of trolls, not of humans.
He briskly steps away, then stops and glances back at you with a hollow gaze.
It's good everything is over now. Thank you.
So I do recommend that if you want to recruit everybody, you should have physical might +4. Another one of those keys. Okay. Let's handle a couple of things real quick. I'm going to finish exploring this area. Freedom of movement. That's very good. The other one does more damage. I'll keep it on me for now. We'll deal with the anvil in the next episode, but for now I want to finish looting everything. Trolls rarely use flags. Their leader must be a genius for his race. Well, I mean, maybe not. He did pick a fight with me after all, which wasn't a very genius thing to do. Troll... Oh. Alright, maybe that's the last piece of the soot set. Braces of armor +3. That's a big upgrade for my main character here. Wait, what is not stacking with Oh, mage armor. That's right. Let me check this other corner real quick. Then we'll call it an episode. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll inspect the anvil, and then we'll leave this area. Also, if you vassalize Tartuk, I think Ekundayo will leave if he's in the party. And it used to be if you vassalized or let him live, Harem's quest would fail, but they fixed that in the patch. So you can do all of that now. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll finish exploring. I'm going to double check, make sure I have all the soot set. It should be 1, 2. Is it only 4 pieces, or is it 5? I don't remember. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.